only person I can think of is...
Is... who? Is something wrong?
No, it's just that I was thinking of a male friend of mine.
I never would have imagined you were into that sort of thing.
What sort of thing?
The sort that fills young maidens' hearts with joy and heads with dreams.
Your Highness.
Your Highness? Good evening, Reen. What a joy this is! Especially considering that Class 7 has no lack of fine gentlemen. Ooh! There are so many wonderful potential pairings that I hardly know where to start. Your Highness, please!
Is this what the head of the literature club's always writing about? How did I not connect the dots until now? Elise, is this kind of thing popular over at Saint Estrella?
Well... Oh, Reen, you're so precious. Rare is the woman who could deny herself a honeyed sip from this wellspring of fantasy.
Just try not to fall in and drown yourselves. Anyway, I'll be back later. Please excuse me, Your Highness. Maybe I should have taken matters into my own hands.
By the looks of it, you still might have a chance. Your Highness, please!
Hey, Makias. Oh, Reen. Weren't you with your sister? I asked her to dance with me, but she turned me down in no uncertain terms. Are you on your own too? Yes, indeed. Dad's gone off to dance, so here I am, trying and failing to stave away my boredom. Sounds like I showed up at the right time. Want to go sit down somewhere together? I figured that after today we'd both earned ourselves a drink and some rest. Well, it beats the alternative. Anything to get away from all of this hubbub. Let's go find a spot then.
The past 2 days have been exhausting.
At least it all paid off in the end. It must have been even tougher for you though, since you were pulling double duty taking care of the chess club.
You say that like the student council didn't have you running yourself ragged. But you're right. It all paid off. Makes me a little emotional to think back on it all. Hard to believe that the day actually came when I worked alongside nobles toward a common goal. Me!
That is hard to believe.
Our concert, the chess club's event. Neither of those would have been possible without students from the upper classes. I never thought I'd be able to accept something like that.
You've come a long way since we first met. It seems like you finally started getting along with uses.
Well, you have to find someone to compete with if you ever want to improve. And arrogant nobles make for semi-decent competition. I guess.
It wouldn't kill you to be a little more honest.
Why are we even wasting our time talking about him right now? Changing the subject, I'd like to thank you. If I hadn't spent so much time with you and our other classmates, I can't imagine I'd have changed my attitude like this.
You're welcome. But given all that you've done for us, I'd say that we're about even.
I'm glad to hear I was somewhat useful. I wish Sis could have been here to see this.
I'm sure she can. She's probably watching this all from heaven by the goddess' side. She must be so proud of how much you've grown too.
I really hope so. The Academy Festival is a celebration of the educational experience, something commoners and nobles alike can enjoy. We have to be sure to keep it that way next year.
We will, whatever it takes. Use this. Marine? I'm surprised you're not dancing. I thought that would be your first stop after such a long chat with Rufus. We had a number of things to discuss. Though I could say the same about you. I would expect you to have invited someone to dance with you by now. I tried asking Elise, but she shot me down pretty quickly. After a day like today, I feel like we owe ourselves a chance to sit down. Care to join me? You can't tell me you don't think a cold drink and the rest would cap today off perfectly. You make a compelling argument. You and my desire to escape all of this noise. Then let's get out of here.
They certainly have an endless supply of enthusiasm, don't they?
I'm guessing most people are starting to get tired, but they don't want to miss out on their chance to have fun. We've spent so much time and effort to prepare, and then the 2 days of the festival itself just seem to fly by.
I suppose you have a point.
Oh, by the way, I saw you talking to your brother earlier. What were you two chatting about?
Nothing much. The horses we've been raising in the riding club, our concert, and other such things. He was particularly surprised when I walked onto the stage wearing that outfit. Once his laughter subsided, he told me he couldn't have imagined me doing anything like that before I joined the academy.
Well, at least he had fun.
But he does have a point. I do believe I've changed since we all first met.
I agree. At the start of the year, you had a very unapproachable air about you, but that's not the case anymore.
I'm certain that's due to the influence of some very atypical nobles, particularly Laura and yourself.
I don't know if I deserve any credit for that. I'm just glad that I can call you a friend.
It's a small wonder how you always manage to say those kinds of things with a straight face. Regardless, I do want to thank you.
For what?
When I first came to this academy, I was trying to live my life as a perfect Alborea, just as my brother had taught me. But I gradually learned to exert my individuality. I'm here as Eustace Alborea, not the son of Duke Alborea. Had I not spent so much time with Class 7, and with you in particular, I never would have come into my own.
I'm so happy to hear you say that. Well, here's to changing for the better.
Agreed. We both have room for improvement, but that's what next year is for.
We're going to be great. Hey, Gaius. Reen? Were you not spending the evening with your sister? I was until I asked her to dance. She turned me down flat and sent me off. What about you? Toma and Charles decided to go dance, so I just saw them off. I was thinking about getting away from all of the excitement though. I think I need a little rest after all we've done. That makes 2 of us. All I want right now is a place to sit and a nice cold drink. Mind if I join you? Not at all, I appreciate the company. Okay, let's go find a spot to relax.
Look how much fun they're having dancing together. I was worried that they'd tire themselves out with the journey here. But it seems I made the right choice by inviting them.
I'll say. It's a shame Sheeta and Lily couldn't join them though.
Yeah, they're still a little too young. But I would like to bring them here one day, if I get the chance.
I'm sure they'd be thrilled. Thinking back on it now, it's hard to believe that it's almost been half a year since we found ourselves in Nord.
Time really flies.
It must feel like longer for you than it does for me too.
I suppose it would. I'll always be nostalgic for the winds of Nord. But to be honest, I can't say that I feel all that homesick.
Really?
Really. Erebonia is my home.
You mean...
I've spent over half a year at the academy, surrounded by some of my dearest friends. This country is every bit as important to me as Nord is. I wouldn't think twice about calling it my second home.
That's a big-hearted statement to make.
I have all of you to thank for making me feel that way. I really do feel blessed. There aren't many people who can say they have two homes to love equally.
I had no idea you thought so much of this country. Not only does it fill me with pride as Erebonian, it warms my heart as your friend. This country is changing, there's nothing we can do about that. But hopefully as a class we can help turn it into a country that we can really be proud of.
I have no doubt about that. I'm happy to have you as a classmate, Reen.
I feel the same way. Hey, Elliot. Oh, Reen. Looks like you managed to break out of your dad's bear hug. Barely. He went off to talk to the principal with Fiona. On that note, where's Elise? I asked her to dance with me, but she turned me down in no uncertain terms. Anyway, want to go sit down somewhere? I'm totally wiped out after today. All I want to do is get a drink and some rest. Good idea. It is getting pretty hectic around here. I wouldn't mind getting away from it all. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sorry. Look at all the fun people are having. So, have you danced with anyone yet?
A little bit, with Fiona, since she asked me to. It's kind of embarrassing to dance with your sister, though, so we didn't do it for long.
Huh, never would have thought about it that way. But anyway, what you talk with your dad about?
Well... our concert really impressed him.
That must have put a smile on your face. Wait, he doesn't hate music or anything, does he?
No, he's not exactly well-versed in music, but I know for a fact he likes it. But talking to him made me realize something.
And what was that?
He wasn't against me going to the music academy because he was against me pursuing a career in music. He didn't want me to lock myself into it. He wanted me to be able to decide for myself just what path I wanted to follow. And more importantly, he wanted me to have the strength to do so, even if people around me tried to stand in my way.
I think you do.
It's not like he said any of this out loud. This is just what I'd like to believe his reasoning was. And if that's the case, I think I was finally able to show him that I'm strong enough tonight, with all of your help. I'd like to hope that I've been able to put my mom at ease up in heaven too.
I'm sure you did. Elliot, I couldn't be happier that everything worked out for you.
Thanks. I hope we can do another concert next year. And if we do, I want us to make it even more amazing than today's was.
Sounds like a plan. When next year's concert rolls around, I'll be right there with you, doing everything I can to make it great.
Thanks, Reen. That means a lot.
Hey, Crow. What's up, man? You're not here to collect that interest already, are you? I value my kneecaps as much as the next guy, but I need more time. Haha, nah, I'm just over here because my sister shot me down when I asked her to dance. Needless to say, it's been a long day. Want to find a spot to sit down with me? I could use a cold drink and a good rest. Now you're speaking my language, I'm in. Let's get 2 of the strongest damn drink those stalls will pour us. You know, none of them sell alcohol, right?
Look at Jellica and George dancing the night away. I wonder if this is what I think it is.
And what is that exactly?
Jeez, you couldn't see flying sparks in a dark cave at midnight, could you? Keep that up all your life and you'll break even more hearts than I will.
But I mean, Angelica and George?
Forget it. Let me take you on a little trip to Uncle Crow's Wisdom Corner.
Little being the operative word.
Seriously though, if you only hold on to one piece of advice, it should be, take care of your buds. I know, you've heard it all a million times, but I wouldn't be telling you if I wasn't telling you straight. Doesn't matter where you are or if you graduate. If you treat your friends right, they're not gonna let you down. You need at least one like that. Better get searching if you don't have one. You still with me, Reen?
Sorry, I was just surprised. I didn't know you were capable of giving serious advice.
You know, each of these snide little comments is a tiny knife in my heart. I try to share a bit of my life experience and help my little buddy out, and this is the treatment I get?
I do appreciate it though. My time here has definitely taught me how important a good friend can be. And I consider you one of mine. I don't just look up to you because you're older than me, but because you're a good friend. Okay, maybe friend is a little strong. Partner in crime might be more like it.
Partner in crime, huh? Not sure whether I should be offended or wear it with pride. You're a funny one, Reen. First you try to get interest on a 50 mirror loan, then you shower me with compliments.
Partners in crime are supposed to be able to turn from dangerous to friendly in the blink of an eye, right?
You got me there.
We don't have long before you graduate, but we've got to make the most of it.
You bet. Just, pray that I get to graduate at all.